What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we reached 55,000 subscribers in a short time. I'd just like to show my appreciation, tell you guys thank you, and I have another announcement to make before I get into this video. Last week in our Friday night live stream, I announced that I will be naming some moderators. You guys have been responding in the emails, and you guys have been contacting me. And if I haven't directly responded back to you, I did see your emails, some of the text messages some of you guys had sent me. I will be holding a lottery on this coming Friday for those spots. Now, one of the criteria, well, the main criteria for you to be a moderator is going to be you're going to be a channel member. So the moderator things will be only for channel members. It'll be launched. I'll draw names out of a hat. Well, I ain't got no hat, but you know what I'm saying? We'll make it to where, you know, it'll be in all fairness, and I'll be pulling names out of the hats. So I'll be looking for a decent number of moderators, and we'll do it live on this upcoming Friday. So I wish everybody that wants to be interested in it the best of luck. You have to be in the live stream. If you're not in the live stream, I'm not going to include you because I'm going to get those names off of those people that are in that live stream that are channel members with the badge numbers. I mean, with the badges. So disclaimer, you got to be in the live stream. But yeah, check it out, guys. This is an update on the story I did. In fact, I did it yesterday, I think, in which, you know, news broke Friday about these three people up here. This is 22-year-old Markayla Johnson, 4-year-old Miracle Johnson, and 7-month-old Messiah Johnson. These people were reported missing in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. March 3rd, they were reported missing. And come to find out, they were in their own home the whole time, and they were found this past Friday dead on March 15th. The family has been on TV. You know, they've been upset, rightly so. It's a devastating loss, especially when kids are involved. The boyfriend was the person of interest. This guy has just been apprehended out there in California near the Mexican border. This guy right here, Benjamin Joseph Taylor, age 34. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you this video, give you a little bit more, and then we're going to come back and do what we do.
The man accused in the Charlotte killings of a woman and her 2 young children is in a California jail tonight. Benjamin Taylor is now facing charges including murder and concealment of death. Thanks for joining us tonight for your news at 10. I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Brian Blakely. Investigators caught Benjamin Taylor in California. Taylor is now waiting to be extradited to North Carolina. Queen City News reporter Daniel Pierce looks deeper into this horrific case and Taylor's past.
Court documents show close to a dozen restraining orders were filed involving Benjamin Taylor. Some filed by him, others against him. We are also learning that no 50Bs were filed by Markayla Johnson or her family before he allegedly killed her.
It's a scary thought to think that we have people like that are in our streets and preying upon our citizens.
Words to reflect on from Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Chief Johnny Jennings Saturday, said with the background of painful cries for a family taken too young.
Who was to say a man that she think that she loved was going to kill her? And the kids.
Markayla Johnson's family filed a missing persons report on March 3rd for her and her 2 children, 4-year-old Miracle and 7-month-old Messiah.
There was a potential that some sort of criminal activity had occurred.
CMPD didn't say if they first searched 405 Orchard Trace Lane, where they say Markayla lived. On March 15th, however, they were there and found the remains of not just mother, but her children. Benjamin Taylor, however, nowhere to be found.
The person that we are looking for is within the state of North Carolina and South Carolina.
Instead, just hours after this news conference on Saturday, he was arrested by FBI agents and local deputies more than 2,300 miles away in Imperial County, California, near the Mexico border. Back in Charlotte, Queen City News cameras captured CSI investigators inside the apartment. taking photos and even removing a vehicle believed to belong to the 22-year-old mother.
He was never a violent person. People took advantage of her because she was so kind-hearted.
Taylor went before a California judge on Monday. We are told that the Imperial County District Attorney and the Mecklenburg County District Attorney are working on the extradition logistics. However, that could take longer if Taylor decides to fight extradition. In Midtown, Daniel Pierce, Queen City News.
Hey guys, that's the story, and it's the same MO. Guy does something crazy, runs off like a coward, gets caught on the run. Like he wasn't going to be a suspect in the beginning, in the first place. This guy right here is trash. And you look at this dude. Here he is, 34 years old. She's 22. Make it make sense. Seriously, make it make sense. Usually a guy get a 22-year-old girl, he has something to offer. He's already established. She has children. Maybe he wants to build something with her. Kids included, they part of the package. And he has a place for them to nest in. No. What the lady say? She was kind-hearted and he used her. Now I'm going to show you something. This guy got an empty look in his eye. But I'm going to tell you something. Regardless of what you say about this man has some attractiveness that women like. Light skin, got the quote-unquote pretty eyes. Probably used that for his advantage for as long as he was messing with chicks. Said he had a dozen restraining orders and a checkered past. Some of the restraining orders was from him. Some was from other people. He can't get along with people or relationships for that matter. Think about that. I want you to really think about that. 34 years old, you got a dozen restraining orders. Think about that. All the way to California, 2,300 miles you ran in a desolate place, Imperial County, California, near the Mexican border. Killed 3 people, a baby and a toddler at 4 years old. A woman, a little girl, and a little boy, and you ran. All the way to the end of the United States. 34-year-old man. He's charged with 3 counts of murder, 1 count of concealment of death, waiting for extradition back to North Carolina. I want you to think about that. 34 years old, never figured it out. Living with her. Most likely living off of her. See, people like this, you can't help them. You have to leave them on the side of the road where they're usually found. And this will continue to happen, ladies and gentlemen, as long as men, when dealing with women, and women dealing with men, will see things that should be flags, but overlook them because somebody has a nice smile. They have a nice personality, which they're wearing a mask, until you see the real them. But by that time, their fangs are sunken into you too deep. And the venom runs its course. She was 22 years old, had 2 children. This guy took her life and her baby's life and left them laying in the house for what? March 3rd until March 15th, 12 days. Who deserves that? How much hatred do you have for somebody where you obliterate both her and her children that have no, never mind whether you with her or not? That says a lot about relationships out here nowadays. 34 years old and can't even handle a simple relationship with a 22-year-old girl to where he had to take her life and the life of her children. This will keep happening until people start taking a stand and saying, you know what? I will settle for this but I will not settle for that. People give people too many chances. They do. This guy right here, man. I mean, it's the same thing. We do these videos all the time, guys. It's the same thing. Guy beat the girl up, run away. Kill the kid. I mean, kill the girl. He runs away. Gets in a relationship with her. She'll choose dick over her own kids. Kids get killed and she get killed. Now, I'm not saying she did this, but they said she was a nice person. I'm just going by what was said about her. Said she was a nice person. So she was a sweet person. Predators prey on that type of person. Might have took advantage of her. Used her for what she had. Argument ensued. Probably told him about himself. Things are what they are. Either way, regardless of what it was, she's dead and he's not. And he ran and got caught. And he looked dumb as hell. This guy don't look like he got any remorse in his heart at all. And the thing that's crazy, there are people out here that would do some of the heinous stuff and then stand there and act like they didn't do it. No accountability. No man step up. No stand-up guys no more. Because if he would stand up, he would have just left. He wouldn't have did all that. How hard is it to walk away? But now you got to put your imprint down on somebody because you hate yourself. So you put a hatred on somebody else and do harm to them when you the one that needs your ass beat. This is sickening. I was sitting up here and I'm looking at this story. I was supposed to do it earlier. I was like, I'll wait for tomorrow. Then I looked, it's not really getting no traction with views. So I figured I'd put the word out. This can be a learning lesson for a lot of people out there, especially you ladies out here. For real. You don't look past the signs that are right in front of your face because you could end up like this and then your family would be hurt like her family. When I do these stories, man, it's not to just tear people apart or anything like that. I'm speaking out of love because I wish I could fix this stuff. This whole thing that's plaguing us right now, I wish I could fix it. I do. I tell stories on my live stream every Friday and we laugh and joke. And it's like, I don't know you guys personally, but it's like we're a family. You look at our live stream, our chats, it's all love in there. And all I do is tell stories that remind you guys of your childhood. And I tell them from my childhood. Imagine what these people could tell if they lived long enough like me, the stories they could tell. 2 children gone, potential wasted. They could have did something that contributed to the betterment of mankind. Like God intended. But they was wiped out by this dude. It's something to think about, man. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. May these folks rest in peace.